Well, okay, you've spent all afternoon with us here while we've been making Matt was making his recipe for New Mexico style posole with pork and red chili. And I tell you, I've had a sample of it. It's delicious. We're going to eat a little bit more.
I can't wait to eat it. I'm starving.
Yeah, I'm starving too. So we're gonna take a bite of this, and man, it is just blazing hot still. It looks delicious.
Oh yeah. Tastes like Christmas.
Oh, it is delicious. Good job, my friend.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Oh.
Hello, welcome to Kenny Man Raj's Outdoor Cooking Adventures. Today I'm in the Jemez Mountains on a place called Holiday Mesa. Holiday Mesa. And I'm with my good friend and buddy, Matt the Southwest Backpacker. And he has a tradition of making New Mexico style posole with pork and red chili. And it's become such a favorite. I thought it would be a good time to do an episode of Matt's posole. And we're going to cook this posole in a Dutch oven over an open fire, which is also a pretty cool deal and a pretty tricky thing. So at that point, we got Matt the Southwest Backpacker.
Hey guys.
And we're going to show you how we're going to do this. I'm going to step aside and Matt's going to take over.
Okay guys, today I'm going to show you how to make posole. And it is a New Mexico tradition, especially around Christmas time. It's really easy to make and it's very tasty. And so I'm going to show you guys how to do it in a cast iron Dutch oven. So we're going to start out today with the Dutch oven itself. And what we got here is a 5-quart Dutch oven. And inside of it we've already put, what was that, I think it was 8 cups of water, somewhere around there. Don't want too much more than that because we're actually going to be putting it over the coals and the stuff will start to steam and kind of boil off in the process. We're going to be adding more as we go. But we're going to start off with the water, and then next to it what we got here is some chopped up pork. And Kenny Man Raj cooked that up earlier on the cast iron skillet, and it tastes good. That's going to go in there. We also have some minced garlic, which will taste really good. If you have some fresh garlic clove, you can always chop that up too and add it. This is just easier to do. We also have some chopped up onion, some white onion. And this is going to taste really great when it boils up and merges with all the rest of the ingredients. We also have the most important part, the hominy. This is uncooked hominy that you make with the posole. We're only going to use half of this because that is quite a bit of posole and it's just the two of us. I also have some dry whole oregano that we're going to add to it that has a real good flavor. And what I like to add is just a little bit of ground cumin, because I think that also gives it a very good flavor. We'll throw that all into the pot here, and we're going to stick that on the coals. And we're going to watch it for a few hours, and I think later on tonight, when it's dinner time, it'll be nice and soft and ready to go, and we'll show you guys the entire process as we go. Thumbs up. Okay guys, so we're going to start with the hominy, the uncooked hominy right here. We're going to add half a bag of that. So I'm going to cut this open. Pretty much what I'm going to do is just cut it along the side here. That way we can monitor how much goes in here. And we're gonna just kind of judge, see what half is. I think that's half. That might have been just even a little more than half, but that's okay. We'll have a little more for breakfast. And then we'll go ahead and do our onions. That looks to be about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of onions maybe. We'll throw that in there. And then we'll follow that up with Kenny Man Rogers cooked pork. We'll just go ahead and drop that in there. That looks great. It already smells good, just raw, all this stuff in here.
Yeah, and I want to say it's important to cook the pork before you add it to the posole.
It is, because you're searing the outside of it. You're going to lock the juices in there as this thing is cooking, and you'll see when it's all said and done just how well that pork comes out. It looks absolutely delicious, and it's super tender. We're going to go with the minced garlic, and between Candyman, Roger, and I, we like garlic, so we're not going to skimp out on that. We're going to go ahead and drop plenty of garlic in there. That will taste good. I like the juice too, so we'll add some of that juice. What do you think, Roger? That
I like it. Yep.
Yep. I'll just top a little more in there for good measure.
Yeah, and it'll keep the vampires away.
Keep the vampires away. And then when it comes to the seasoning, don't really have a measure. I mean, I've cut that open. I'll show you guys what I'm going to do here. I'm going to lightly kind of just shake it on the top until everything's sort of coated. Oregano is really good. Gives it a good flavor. I think that's probably good right in there. You can go more, you can go less. Doesn't really matter with the oregano. The ground cumin you want to be very careful with because the stuff is pretty strong. I'm only going to use maybe about a tablespoon at the most. So I'm just going to eyeball it, but usually I've got a small little hole cut, and I'm just kind of shaking a little bit around. I can see it in the water kind of spreading down, and that's probably about where I want to go with it. So I can smell it in the water merging. It's going to be delicious.
Smells good.
Smells great. What I'll do is just take the fork, kind of spin that around a little bit and make sure everything looks good. And we're going to put the lid on it and take it over to the fire. And we'll get this ready to go. Okay, so we'll drop him down into the fire. And what I'll do is go ahead and, I've got a stick here. I'm just going to take a few of these out of the fire, stick it around the pot. I'm not going to put anything underneath it. It doesn't really need that. All you really need to do is put some coals around the outside of this thing and just wait. It's gonna take a good 3 to 4 hours to really soften up and get that hominy to pop. So it's important that we watch it and make sure that it doesn't dehydrate, because it will along the way. So here in about 30 minutes or so, we'll take that lid off and we'll take a look and see what that water looks like, and if need be, we'll add some more water to it, and we'll show you guys each and every step as we go. And there you go. We got some nice hot coals that I just kind of stuck with the stick around here. So, and you can also add some to the top as well. I'm going to go ahead and do that because we got a shovel, and it'll just take one scoop down in here with some of those good coals. Just kind of shake it on the top, and there you have it. We'll come back in an hour and take a look and see what that looks like. I think it's going to be smelling good, and some of that hominy might actually expand a little bit, so stay tuned. Okay folks, it's been about an hour, and we can smell this stuff cooking down here in the Dutch oven. I want to show you guys what it looks like and show you the consistency of the hominy after about an hour, and about what the water is doing and about how much water loss we've had in an hour. You can see the pork looks good. The hominy is swelled up, but it hasn't popped open yet. Wow, that fire is really hot, but you can see it's starting to open up a little, but what it'll actually do is pop open and form kind of a round popcorn looking type shape when it's ready. But we haven't lost a whole heck of a lot of water, just because we've been putting coals around the outside and on the top, and just kind of taking a look and making sure it's not over boiling. So far so good. So
smells delicious.
Oh man, the onions and the garlic and everything just boiling right now smells so good. Wish you guys could smell it.
Right.
But yeah, we'll check back here in another hour and we'll show you a little bit more of how much progress we've gotten as far as this Posole goes. Stay tuned.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Okay guys, we've approached hour number 2 and we're ready to take a look inside of the Dutch oven and see how we're looking. Go ahead and grab my fork here and the lid lifter. We'll pull that off carefully and oh yeah, it's looking really good in here. Let's take a look at that hominy. You guys can see it's starting to really swell up now. I think another 2 or 3 hours that's going to be ready to go. It smells really, really good as usual. So yeah, the water has not boiled off a whole lot that much, and I think it's because we haven't added a whole lot of coals. I think maybe we're putting about a round of coals once per hour. So each time we take the lid off, we're basically putting some coals in there, and then an hour from now we'll probably put another little bit of coals around it. But so far so good. That seems to be the way to go, and we'll check in again here in about an hour.
Smells tremendous.
Smells tremendous.
All right, thumbs up.
Posole. Okay, so we are 3 hours into it. I think we're ready to add the salt and our red chili. But I want to pull the lid off here and show you guys what it looks like so far. Hominy should have swelled up and popped now. And you guys can see it looks a lot more thick, and some of it has actually started to pop open. So
Oh yeah, it looks delicious.
there's one right there that just popped. So
Yeah, so we
that's
still
a
got
good
a little
sign.
more. Yep.
Maybe another hour, but this is a good time to put in the red chili. And we're going to add some salt just for some flavor. And so what we're going to do right now is do that. Put the lid down. We're going to add, I think this is about 3/4 of a cup to maybe a cup of the red chili. And so this is about half of the container here. I'll go ahead and scoop that in. That's
Oh my gosh, does that look good?
That looks about half there.
Yum.
Maybe one more, just for good measure, because
Good
we
measures,
we
yep.
all like red chili.
Yep.
And we got some of the Morton sea salt, and this will help out to break down the hominy and soften it up just a little bit. That's probably good, right about in there. We need to add more. You can always do so. I'm going to stir it and show you guys what we're dealing with here. That looks
Ooh-wee.
incredibly delicious.
Yeah, what do you think about another 45 minutes to an hour?
I'd
It should
say
be about
another
time to
45
eat.
minutes, hour max, and we'll be ready to eat that puppy.
All right.
Yeah.
I can't wait. My stomach's growling.
We get the lid back on there and keep the heat in. That looks really good with the red chili in there. I cannot wait.
All right. One more hour.
Okay.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Okay, we took the Dutch oven out of the fire. Everything is done. That hominy is popped open, and the chili is stirred up in there. Everything smells and looks good. I sampled it, and it's nice and soft. So we're ready to eat.
It smells delicious, I got to tell you.
It smells delicious.
All right, let's take a look at it.
What we're going to do is take that lid off and take a look at it. Let's serve some up and talk about this here real quick. Oh man. So right away it reminds me of Christmas. Every time Christmas comes around, I smell that. And
oh, the smell of that is just
delightful. It's just delightful. It's kind of this pork and tamale kind of smell, but yeah, with your onions and garlic and red chili in there, it's just delicious. And you can see that that meat is nice and chunky. It's going to taste really good. So we're going to go ahead and ladle some of this out. Go ahead and serve this up. We've got we added about a cup an hour of water while this thing was cooking for the last 3 hours. So an additional 3 cups per hour, and that was just to keep it hydrated. And I think we also added, like I said, I think it was about a cup of red chili. So, and that wasn't in addition, that was just as part of the recipe here. So really, what we've got some additional red chili if we want to add to it, which I probably will. But in a nutshell, it takes about 4 hours for all this to soften up and be ready to go. Man, it smells delicious.
It smells tremendous.
My stomach is growling, and I can't wait to try some of this out. So,
yep.
Yeah, we're going to get some of the red chili there that's on the table and bring it over and serve it up and give it a try. So,
yum, I can't wait.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Let's give it a taste.
Excellent. Wow. That is some damn good food, my friend. Thank you, man. Great job.
Very welcome.
And thank you for watching my outdoor cooking adventures. And I want to say thank you to Matt, the Southwest Backpacker, for bringing in his special recipe and letting me film it and put it on my YouTube channel.
Absolutely.
I want to thank you very much.
Glad I could share it with you guys.
I appreciate it. And I'd recommend going to the Southwest Backpacker's YouTube channel. Look at all of his content. There'll be more from this weekend, and he's got a ton of cool stuff to look at. So go there, subscribe, thumbs up are always appreciated. Any questions or comments or complaints, you can send them over here to the Southwest Backpacker, or you can put comments on my channel. Complaints go to him. All right. So thank you for watching Matt's recipe here on the Posole New Mexico style with pork and red chili. Awesome job. I would recommend that you try it. You will not be disappointed.
Absolutely.
All right, buddy. Thumbs
up.
up.
Thumbs up.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks.